For the Beaver Radio Network, I'm Brian Schultz. BSU tennis team will wrap up their season this weekend in Grand Forks, joined by junior Abby Vohaska out of Chicago. You guys had a rough weekend, losing twice last weekend. You were snowed out of another match. 3-6 right now in league play. What is different? How are the Northern Sun Conference teams different? How are they better than the teams you played in the non-conference?
I would say our non-conference, it's actually, in some cases, we've played non-conference that were harder, and we started out the season really strong, especially against St. Mary's and Winona in one weekend. It kind of gave us an eye-opener for what we were up against. And I think it's just been a long battle of a season, and sometimes I think we want it so bad that it gets in our heads because we are a very talented team. We're a young team too, so I think over the next few years we'll have a lot more experience. And I think it was a little bit of a mental battle more than anything.
You played in both matches last weekend. Before that, it had been mid-February since you played. How was it being off the court for that long?
It was tough. Coming back from an injury is always very hard. I would say Saturday was a lot more nerves and everything. I was shaking off the jitters, but and it had only been my fourth day back on the court. But by Sunday, I feel like I got my groove back, and coming out with a doubles win with Justine really helped, I think, my confidence coming back for this next weekend. You
play both singles and doubles. Which do you prefer?
I prefer singles, which is funny because I used to hate singles, but I really love the challenge of the mental game there, and I think that's one of my stronger suits now.
A lot of players at this level do play both. Heck, a lot of professionals play both. The game is completely different, though, isn't it?
100% different. It's nice in doubles. You have someone else to rely on a little bit, and it takes the mental edge off, and you're there to support your teammate, and you're not out there alone, and you're not battling by yourself.
Doubles happen so fast. I'm guessing you're just reacting then and not thinking at all, correct?
Yeah, there's definitely strategy to it, but it is quicker points. Everything's a lot faster. You're not going to see 3-hour doubles matches as much as 3-hour singles matches.
As you were playing and as you were getting ready to play, how much do you feed off of your teammates and what they're doing and what they're saying?
I definitely love the energy on the court. I get really into it. I can be sort of a loud player out there. Not the best with typical tennis etiquette, but I would definitely say I definitely feed off of my partners, but I like to get them going too, and I like good energy on the court.
How do you warm up for a match?
I go through kind of a ritual. I have like to listen to some instrumental music, and I go over and visualize all my plays and what I want to see happen during my matches.
How much of a tennis player's success is mental as opposed to physical?
I'd say 90% mental. I don't think the sport gets enough credit for how tough it is and how draining it is, especially in singles, because you don't have anyone else to rely on but yourself, and you have to learn to play the ball, not the player.
You look at top-notch professional players, and yeah, they're serving in triple digits right now. That's extremely rare. How different is it when you're playing in a match here at the Division II level? How fast are your opponents serving? How fast of a serve do you have?
I never had my serve clocked. I have a decent pace on it. I have a lot of spin on mine too, and at this level you'll see a variety of girls who might not have as much pace, but they're very good at placement, and they'll change it up on you, and they've got kick and they've got spin and they've got flat serves too, so you know there's more variety at this level, I think, and you don't have to worry about the speed as much.
How does the surface you're playing on kind of dictate what kind of a serve you're going to play that particular day?
I wouldn't say it really dictates much. On the harder, like normal surface courts, they're a lot faster. The ball's going to be faster no matter what. Here, Bemidji State, it might be a little slower, but not anything detrimental to our game at all.
Guys do wrap up the regular season this weekend. You've got 3 matches in Grand Forks. As the season has progressed, how much better have you gotten? And I realize you were out for a long time with an injury, but how much better have you gotten? How much better has the team gotten since you guys started?
I think the team as a whole has improved a lot, especially with how young we are. I see so much potential in the younger girls, and it's been great to see them come a long way, and I think we've got a lot for the next 3 years, and we're only graduating one girl in the next 3 years. So, and me personally, I mean, my biggest thing was my mental game and my footwork, and it's been good. I think we've got a good weekend this weekend, and we have some fresh hands. We got Deani coming back this weekend, and that'll put her back at the top of the lineup and me back, and I think it's going to be a higher morale this weekend.
You're from Chicago. Why Bemidji State?
I get asked that quite a lot, and I don't really know the answer to how I ended up here. The coach here my freshman year was from the Chicagoland area, and I kind of had the interest coming up here with that, and I'd always loved North Woods. I grew up camping up north and all that, and I think that's just kind of how I ended up here.
You've had a coaching change here since you walked on campus. How have things changed?
Freshman year, Beth, she was an awesome coach. We had an awesome team my freshman year, too, a lot of older girls. Me and Kaylee were the only freshmen. She had a totally different coaching style than Mark does, but in the same sense, I think it was good for, a change. She went back to Chicago, but him coming in, I wasn't sure. I was like, and me coming back to Bemidji, I was like, it's a totally different coaching style. I've never been coached by someone who is more supportive and more like to talk to his players and kind of hear what they have to say. I was more used to autocratic coaching style, but I like Mark a lot. He's helped a lot.
Abby, best of luck this weekend.
Thank you very much.